such a young player that is so filled with talent, but still so young of age. Barely having broken into the B team and already showing signs that he could actually compete, perhaps with the first team.
Yeah, but if you wanna be a first team player at Barcelona, you gotta be ambitious. And I think this is one of the first ingredients of a big player. I could see the ambition of Leo Messi when he was 17, and he was upset when he wasn't, getting his start.
Very upset.
With players like Ronaldinho, Ludovic Juli playing in front of him. So I could see that he had something different, and this is what you need. I mean, not to become Messi, because I don't think we're ever gonna see a player like him. But to be a Barcelona player, you gotta be ambitious.
Yeah, absolutely. As now the ball is back into play, Serginho Dest with the throw-in, combining with Miralem Pjanic and Paul Prats there, tight on the heels of Serginho Dest. But it's Big Sam Umtiti taking the ball out. Balde. Lovely little back heel there by Ricky Puig, and it was Peque Polo with the shot. It just went flying high over the crossbar, but lovely combination there by Barça.
It's a typical Barça combination. Down the left with the attacking midfielder, let's call it the number 8, Ricky Puig joining the two down the side. Balde overlapping Peque Polo, gives him the ball to Ricky Puig, a layback with his back heel, and he tried his luck. He's probably his weaker foot, his right foot, but it was a good attempt on goal from Peque Polo.
And we're seeing good signs there, very ambitious signs of the new Barça signings for what we suspect is initially the B team, but again, with the talent that they're displaying here today, wouldn't be surprised to see them break out in the first team sooner rather than later, or on more occasions.
They are at the perfect club, and probably with the perfect coach. That he's confident enough to give youngsters a chance. He's done it before, he'll do it again. But you gotta be good, and they are good.
And they are definitely very good, as Umtiti gives away the ball here. Paul Prats cuts inside, gets past two defenders. It's been a while that we haven't seen some danger being created by Nastic, but we know they're capable of it. And we know that they're not shy to do so neither. Valde unable to take away the ball from Paul, as that will have gone out for Nastic's first corner kick.
Good defensive help there from Peque Polo. Valde probably a little bit too shy in that challenge.
You want to see more aggression there, more determination.
Because he's really, really good going forward. The thing he has to improve is defensively, a little bit more aggressive, as you said, in a good way.
And we see that quite often with the flanks, don't we? With the fullbacks.
Because Barca is an attacking team. I mean, and fullbacks in the youth ranks is the same. The quality players, they like to go forward. And for mostly of their careers, of their youth careers, they don't have to defend because they have 90% of the time the ball.
Right.
And this is the problem, let's call it, that they face once they become professional and they get to Barca B level. But he'll improve. He already improved last year, and we will see even a bigger improvement this year, because he's going to be training regularly with the first team, and he's going to have his chances to play there as well.
Now, even though the Barca style is so imprinted, of course, within this club, from the youth ranks all the way up to the first team, but how do the leagues compare? I mean, when we compare the Segunda B or the second division to the Spanish top flights, how does that compare, and how does that impact on the style of play as well?
Obviously, there's more quality. They play much quicker, physically more prepared. But I tell you one thing, a Barca B player or a Barcelona player plays better at a higher level. They do struggle when they have to face teams in Segunda B, physical teams against veterans. They kick you, they upset you. And once they get to higher level, to La Liga, to Segunda División, to La Liga, then they find it much more easier, because they got talent. And this is what you need to play in the biggest league in the world. So I'm sure that it's actually a step that you need to play in Segunda B, now the new Primera Federación, to prepare yourself for the next big step. But with the quality they've got, the higher they play, the better it is for them.
Good awareness there by Umtiti, as he manages to head that ball all the way forward to Ricky Puig, as Yusuf Demir tries to nick the ball away there
From
John Oriol, the captain.
Experience there from the Nastic fullback, knowing that Yusuf was coming, gets his foul.
Right.
They take a breath now.
And he knew it right away. You
Yeah,
saw the disappointment in his face that he fell for that. As we're now getting a chance to see some of the players on the bench taken to the sidelines and warming up.
Yeah, you're right, Diego. Now they're getting ready because in just probably 10 minutes, this goes to the halftime. The only one who stayed in the stands is Arnau Tenas. Seems like Iñaki Peña will have some minutes in the second half. And of course, the rest of the players, because if they're warming up, we're probably going to see, as Andrea said before, the entire team different in the second half.
Well, that is what is to be expected. And I imagine for Nastic, it won't be much different in that sense. Of course, knowing that this is the first game of the preseason as well, these coaches will want to regulate the rhythm and the match fitness. I mean, to expect these players to go full out for 90 minutes is just unrealistic at this point.
No, absolutely. I'm sure we probably won't see as many changes in the Nastic team because they know that if they actually use a weaker team, they could be badly beaten in the second half. But one of the names of Nastic on the bench is Ivan de la Peña's son.
Yes.
Number 31. We all know who Ivan de la Peña is.
Of course.
An instrumental player. Lopelat, he was a fantastic, let's call him number 10, as Ricky.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, Quintanilla there had to foul Ricky Puig and getting the red card, so he'll be sent off. My.
We're seeing now the Nastic player asking why, even though Raúl Agne, their coach, because for them seems like it's a little bit too much a red card at this point.
Well, Quintanilla certainly surprised by the call from the referee. It certainly was a foul, but are you surprised by this call?
Well, a little bit. Obviously, the referee is giving his reasons to the Nastic Tarragona players. Ricky Puig was getting the ball and running through on goal on his own. Let's see it here.
Going to see it in the replay indeed, and
it's a bad challenge.
It is a rough
Starting
challenge.
from the merest pressure there. It's a bad ball trying to get out of the pressure. Quintanilla knows what he's doing. I mean,
And the one,
Ricky...
yeah,
Sorry, Maya.
Andrea goes.
Sorry, Maya. No, please.
No, the one that has the ball in his hands is Miralem Pjanic.
I was sure. Maybe he's gonna give it to the Mir, with his left with no chance. I mean, Pjanic.
There's the pecking order, right?
Yeah, absolutely. He's gonna take this 100%.
There's a pecking order, a hierarchy that has to be respected, and the newbies, the rookies, will get their chances. But on this occasion, it looks like Miralem Pjanic will be taking a free kick as Quintanilla will get an applause, as he is slowly but surely walking off the field with a very disappointed face indeed. It didn't look like he meant any harm in that tackle.
No. Obviously, he wanted to stop Ricky Puig. He knew the pass from 3 years was a bad one. Ricky had read it perfectly. The pressure was spot on. Probably a harsh sending off.
Yes, especially given the conditions of this match, being the first friendly for that matter as well, and the excitement of a player to play against Barça has now been stripped away. But, the two protagonists there that you mentioned before, Yusuf Demir is standing next to the ball as well, as long as Miralem Pjanic. Both with very determined looks on their faces. I believe you're right, though. Andrea Pjanic will be taking this kick. In goes the ball, and it was a good taking free kick as well, but Manu Garcia.
Well read from Manu Garcia. Actually, I knew that Pjanic was going to go to the goalkeeper's post. Very difficult to actually place it over the wall, as it was so close to the edge of the box.
Yes.
It was a good free kick, but the goalkeeper was aware.
He was aware, and he was quite close to the ball. As now we're seeing Balde again on the ball, connecting with Ricky Puig. Balde will put in a cross. It'll go out for another corner kick for Barça. As we've now entered the final 5 minutes of the first half. Still 0-0 right here in the Estadi Johan Cruyff. This game between Barça and Nastic, opening the preseason for Barça. Of course, remember that all of the preseason friendlies you'll be able to see right here on Barça TV+. Puig to Yusuf. Tries to get look for
Great
Ricky
ball.
Puig. Great ball in there. Pjanic tries to kick the ball on goal, and there's an appeal for a handball there. But
He's
the referee
he's
will
not going to give any handball, the referee.
not after the red card, right?
I think this is what he decided before the game.
Right.
Because we've seen a few in the first half, and he's never blown the whistle.
Well, and how do you think this now is going to impact the game? I mean, it's a red card so early on in the first half already.
Well, now, obviously, Nastic is going to sit deep,
Yes.
defend, and pray that they can get away with it. But, as the pressure is going to pile up, especially in the second half, and it's going to be a very long evening for them, for the Johan Cruyff Stadium.
As an applause starts to fill the Estadio Johan Cruyff. About to call it the Camp Nou there, but we're not there just yet.
As we see the ball from the mid, fantastic. Once again, playing the number 10 role. He sees the run of Ricky Puig. The run was really, really good. The layoff to Pjanic. Pjanic was appealing for a handball. But no, there's nothing there for me.
No, certainly not from this angle. A handball you could call a penalty. That would have been very harsh to be calling that a penalty. Manu Garcia putting that ball back into play. Oscar will try to chase that down. Can he hold on to possession? He can't. As Nastic also unable to find their forwards. Titi passing the ball back to Neto. Neto finds Dest.
And it's good to see Piqué running freely. You remember last season he had a knee problem when he came back. He was struggling a bit.
Yeah,
but he
of course.
probably kept going, showing his commitment to the club, and he looks absolutely fine.
He does, and it seems that he maybe felt pressured into looking a bit younger as well, being surrounded by all the Barça B players because he took away his beard. Balde putting in that cross, but Manu Garcia again, very alert, very aware. No troubles there for the Nastic goalkeeper.
And Andrea, because of that knee problem, Piqué just played 23 games last season and scored 2 goals. The one against Sevilla, obviously we can't forget that one, and against Dynamo Kiev.
What a goal that was.
Yes.
One of the famous comebacks of Barca's season last season.
Absolutely. It's Fuyana. Closely being chased down by Ricky Puig. Ricky Puig manages to take the ball away. We'll cut inside. We'll try to look for help. We'll get that help from Sergio Roberto. Back to Ricky. You saw that pass.
I saw that pass. So now he's starting to get tired. But he saw the run of Escobar and he wanted to play the ball, Ricky. Another good run. He's had a good first half.
Here's Yusuf. Will try his luck. Again, Manu Garcia.
He is special.
Able to block that
I can
wall
tell
away.
you, he's a special player.
You like what you're seeing so far?
I like him. I like him.
Is he a player that was on your radar before arriving at Barca?
I heard of him, but to be honest, I had only watched some clips, and obviously when Barca signed him, I tried to investigate a little bit more.
So, another great chance for Barca, as it was Peque Polo there with the header, but again, an excellent Manu Garcia manages to keep that ball out of the back of his net.
Well, man of the match so far.
So far, absolutely.
This was a great save. And a very good header from, I thought it was Sergio Roberto with the cross. Yes, it was Peque Polo, the back of Nastic Tarragona, fullback, and the save is just really, really good. It's a shot from the mid, look at that.
Very good minutes from Barca indeed. Here's Puig. We'll have 2 minutes of extra time. Titi. Play the 1-2 with Peque Polo. Ricky Puig now. Sergio Roberto. Try to look for help. We'll send it to the right to Serginho Dest. In comes across. Manu Garcia tries to grab it, and he does. So again, no troubles for the Nastic goalkeeper. Still 0-0 in this first half, as we're nearing the end here for what will be a much-needed break for these players, as the first preseason friendly is well on the way, and Escobar there doing good, not giving up on that ball and creating some, again, an awkward situation for Nastic.
Yeah, that was probably Manu Garcia's first mistake of the game.
Balde turns around, finds Ricky. Yusuf to Balde. Good 1-2 between the two players. Yusuf Dimir does need some help. We'll find Balde once again. Ricky Puig will now try his luck from far, but also his shot goes flying high over the crossbar.
Good first 45 minutes for Ricky as well.
Absolutely.
Always in the heat of the game, asking for the ball, demanding it.
Yeah, very present.
Present in that first pressure as well, very active. Tried his luck there, why not? A shot from distance.
Yeah, because it's going to take something quite remarkable to beat Manu Garcia.
Yeah, absolutely.
Long ball by Manu. Finds Gerard Piqué. Can't control it though. Dest will play it back up top. As Barca get a throw in these final 5 seconds of the first half. As the referee Alejandro Muniz Ruiz calls the end of the first half. It's still 0-0 right here in the Estadio Johan Cruyff. Do stay tuned for the second half. A lot more action to come right here on